Hey guys, this is your daily summary of the Iraqi Dinar. I figured I'd wear this in honor of Christmas may come early this year. Let's hope so. So guys, the first thing I'm going to do is cover my unique intel source and what he's saying as of now, and it's like 11 p.m. in Iraq, so that the news is pretty much done today. So I waited to do this. My husband's making me dinner, so we can all thank my husband below for taking care of me while I'm doing this summary for you. I'm also going to go into the summary of everybody else, because I'm the only one who does the quickest summary in the net of everybody's intel source. I also have a private person who emailed me today. I'll tell you what he said, and then we're going to go to the live rates of all the currencies. We're going to cover the Iraqi Dinar live rate, the Dong live rate, the Rupiah, the Bolivar, and the Zim. That's 5 rates. I think somebody asked me to add a 6th, but I'm not doing that yet because I've had a long day, but I did do some great video of the horses. I don't know why there's a string here. That's kind of bothers me, but whatever. So anyways, I'm wearing this because I hope Christmas comes early. What do you think? Comment down below if you think there's a chance that it can come early. So again, I'm Melanie Hinds. I used to be an auditor with Pricewaterhouse, and that was my favorite job until my parents died an untimely death, and then I had to leave. I was on the partner track, and I had to leave, and then I went into corporate America, got offered the CFO position 3 times before the age of 32. Very aware of how publicly traded companies work and how Iraq as a government entity is about to revalue its currency because of all the MOUs they're doing. So if you want to know more, please subscribe, tap the bell. You'll get access. You'll be notified every time I post a short or an upcoming video. I had breaking news after this morning's detail, which I'll refer you to that. I will link the live stream this morning where I didn't get to do detailed timestamps, but the intel started at like an hour, 8 minutes. The first part is all faith, so teaching you how to believe for this. So I'll link that to that. So in the afternoon, this is what's happened since. UNAMI on Victory Day calls to rid Iraq of Daesh remnants. Erdogan on the fall of Syria's Assad regime, a dark era has ended. They're looking on the bright side, that a bright side has begun. But the biggest article that came in, because he said, this is what he said. He said, nothing special breaking loose yet. So we're still waiting because tomorrow is a new day, right? Tomorrow they're turning into their victory day. A lot of people have the day off, so we'll see what happens, right? But the latest article I'm going to read, I've already got pulled up, is the UN says Iraq has proved to the world overcoming challenges and building the future. The United Nations Assistant Mission for Iraq confirmed today that Iraq has proven to the world of being capable of overcoming challenges and building the future. On the 10th of December, Iraq celebrates Victory Day, marking the liberation of its territory from the control of the terrorist group Daesh. On this important milestone, we recall the great sacrifice of Iraqis to reclaim their land and establish security and stability throughout the country, stated the mission in a statement issued by the occasion of Victory Day in Iraq. It says, they also said, in addition to being on occasion which we express our heartfelt congratulations, Victory Day underscores the need to preserve the gains that have been achieved through the efforts of everybody in Iraq, as well as their partners from around the world. It is a call for all to consolidate national unity and to jointly work towards a strong Iraq that can confront challenges and one that is free of tensions and conflicts afflicting the region. On this occasion, we laud the achievements made since the territorial victory over terrorism. We call for continued efforts to rid Iraq not only of the remnants of Daesh, but all forms of extremism and fanaticism. We look forward to an Iraq in which everyone enjoys security, safety, respect for human rights, and rule of law. We look forward to the country turning the pages of the painful past for good by strengthening national reconciliation to maintain the gains achieved and to focus on what unites and avoid what divides. I'm loving what they're saying here. I'm loving how their nation is pulling together in unity. I look for America to do that one day too. It says, including controversial topics that do not contribute to unifying the social fabric and cohesion among its components. We are hopeful that the day of victory will be completed with a safe and distinguished return of all those displaced by this conflict to their homes, and when all Iraqi citizens are repatriated from Al-Hel camp in northeast Syria and integrated into society. In this context, we commend the great efforts of the Iraqi government on those particular files, supported by UNAMI and the UN Iraq Country Team. UNAMI is the United Nations Assistance Mission in Iraq. So United Nations is all for it. It says the United Nations reiterates its full support for the government and people of Iraq in the restoration of sovereignty and control over their territory, and in achieving sustainable stability and development. Iraq has proven to the world that it is capable, through the solidarity of its people, of overcoming overcoming challenges and creating a brighter and more prosperous future for all its citizens. Guys, I had to read that in full because this is the best news we could be getting on the eve of their day of victory. So I'm celebrating with you, all your Iraqi citizens. We're so proud of you. We're happy to see you being liberated, and we are praying for you that your currency is also liberated so you can take your position as one of the richest countries in the region. So, because I believe you are, I just think the numbers don't show it. And so I know there's a lot of people that would agree with me. So now I'm going to go to the summary of everybody else, like I promised you, which I always do. Walking Stick says, oh no, wait, let's go. Sandy Ingram said the Central Bank of Iraq revealed the country's imports rose significantly in 2024. The Central Bank of Iraq mentioned in a report that Iraq's imports significantly increased by 158% in the first quarter of 2024 compared with the same period in 2023. Also, their imports from Turkey increased by 32% in the first quarter of 2024 compared to the same period in 2023. Mark Z, there was a question. I'm just curious, what if Parliament doesn't sign off before the 10th? Mark Z said, if they don't make it, I'm still sticking around until they do. I still think we could see this RV before Christmas, possibly in the next few days. Worst case scenario by the end of January. I'm with you, Mark. Whenever it happens, I'm sticking around. I'm sticking around to and through. We're going to do a miracle mastermind group to help you manage your wealth once you get it. So you should subscribe, tap the bell, and learn more about that. You don't have to do anything until you figure out what we're doing. And I talk about it every morning. I go live every morning for coffee and conversation. So Walking Stick says, what we are seeing now is a very clear picture of the monetary reform and where it's at. Its process may have been slow, but it is successful. The evidence shows the citizens are not going to fail, and they are very eager to do this monetary reform, as Sudani and Alak have explained it to them. This year, they were receiving the monetary reform education. There is still more education that will be coming, i.e. the pictures and the electronic boards. Guys, everything's going digital. It's going digital here too. Get used to it and just be prepared for it. It's all fun. It's all stability, and they'll be able to rid all the bad members because they'll be able to see transparency through the new digital systems. I'm all for it. Claire says, article, most notably Trump and Macron, Neshirvan Barzani meets world leaders in Paris. Quote, in response to an official invitation from French President Emmanuel Macron, Neshirvan Barzani, president of the Kurdistan region, participated along with a number of world leaders and presidents in the reopening ceremony of the historic Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris. Evidently that happened today. Did anybody know about that? It's happening today. It's kind of cool. Frank26 said, Firefly, TV's talking about old and new currency, how they will coexist. Mr. Sammy said, remember, they want it all done by the 10th. Frank said, I told you so. Sudani's in control of the new exchange rate. I think the Central Bank of Iraq can release it any time. I don't know what you think. You can comment down below whether you think what's holding it up. Do you think politics and government is holding it up, or do you believe that Sudani said when it was translated in English that it's in the central bank's hands? It's no longer a political football, if you will. They don't even play football over there. Mark Z says, article, Iraq participates in a ministerial meeting of the Gas Exporting Countries Forum. Why is this important? They are now joining countries that export gas. This is a whole new market that has the potential to be as big as the oil industry. This helps them increase the value of their currency. So guys, that was a great summary by Mark. Also, Frank26, the monetary reform is an agreement. It is compromised in many parts. The best part, I can give you an example, would be Article 140. Article 140 is the agreement for the HCL to be given to the citizens through the budget. Nothing is stopping it. I know the HCL is agreed upon. We know Article 140 has taken care of it. A lot of people know that Article 140, according to some people, has already been passed, but it hasn't been read as if it's been passed. But they did pass what nobody else has caught, Article 2 in 2024, which my guys on the street said that gives them the ability to go globally, digitally with a new rate. Now, what do you think about that? Then my dear friend Randy said his contacts are telling him basically VIPs have been paid out on Dinar, Dong, and some Zim. Says we are next, waiting on the U.S. Treasury to say go in this country. Could be from now, most likely in the morning to Thursday. He was going to send another report when he gets it. If I get any other reports tonight, guys, I'll do some shorts. You can now do shorts and upload them up to 3 minutes. That's a new YouTube thing. I'm glad it's available. So I could do a short up to 3 minutes and load it, and you'll get it automatically. But you won't be notified unless you're subscribed and you tap the bell to all, because I'm the one watching this. Now we're going to go to the live rates. What are they right now? I just got this updated. And let me pull this up. This thing. Here we go. I just got to pull it up where I can read it. So the live rates for the Iraqi dinar to the USD right now are still 0.00076. Hasn't changed. It goes up and down every once in a while, but it hasn't changed as of now. The Vietnamese dong to the USD is same apples to apples comparison. That's what I tend to do to you, so you don't get confused. Is 0.00039, four zeros after the decimal, 39. And then the rupiah to USD, the same. 4 zeros, 63.000063. These are all the nominal rates that we're waiting to have a different value. The Bolivar to USD is 0.02052. That is the VES. The V is in victory, E is in Edward, S is in Sam. I don't have the military ones yet. The Zim USD exchange rate, what I can see here is 1 Zimbabwe dollar, 1 Z is in Zulu, W is in Wazoo, D is in Delta, I don't know, 0.00276. So guys, whatever it is, that is the rate, and that is those currencies to the USD, which is basically nominal rates. The way you get that is you take the actual paper values. 1 USD will buy this many Iraqi dinar. That's how you get that rate. It's the same thing, lather, rinse, repeat with all the other currencies. So that's how they're getting these nominal rates. It's just simply dividing one by the other, what their values are, and that gives you the nominal rate. Now, the problem with nominal rates is if you call a bank, usually they don't deal in those currencies that are nominally rated. They're not on the Forex, and they're not actively trading on the Forex. That's what we're all waiting for. So if you call your banks now, you can't ask about these currencies, right? But if you get my 3 steps, you'll know what you can ask now, okay? Guys, I love you all. Check the pinned comment down below if you want my strategies, because guys, I used to audit banks. I know how they work. I know how to find a bank that can exchange your currencies so you can be free of any strings. Amen? Do you know what strings I'm referring to? Let's all have a Merry Christmas, and I will see you tomorrow for coffee and conversation. I hope you like this summary. Again, I will post, you will see a link somewhere here, like in the middle or whatever, to the morning's video, and you can get the detailed articles if you want them, okay? God bless, and I'll see y'all tomorrow for coffee and conversation. Have a blessed evening. What are you having for dinner? I'm a foodie. I love food. We are having steak tips, salad, and tater tots. So I think that's what my husband's making, and I'm excited. Look at my content for the horses. It'll make you happy. My horses are just a dream come true for me, and so I'm praying for everybody to have a good evening. I'll see you tomorrow for coffee and conversations, and we're going to do 2 live streams tomorrow at a minimum. Unless there's any hot intel on Victory Day, I could go live as much as I need to because my husband's busy. So I expect an extravaganza day tomorrow, so please subscribe, tap the bell so you know about all the events. Talk to you later. Bye.